Welcome into another pre-match Champions League edition of the Bloker Joker podcast. Cody, who is going to be a bloke today and who is going to be an absolute joke?
Well, I know you're hoping that you're not the joke today with your Liverpool lads down a goal, going back home to Anfield. Do they have enough to get it done? And on the other side, you have PSG and Dortmund. Everybody's expecting a high-scoring affair. What's going to happen there at the Parc des Princes? Nobody in the stadium. Just 2 games today, but it feels like it's action-packed to me. Matt, it's good to be back. A pre-match podcast. We had a good day yesterday. Looking to carry it on over into the Wednesday slate. What do you think? What should we start out with?
Yeah,
Start with
just
start with PSG.
I think just to recap real quick from yesterday's great show, I hit Atalanta team total over 1.5. Cody was on Atalanta at a pick'em on the over as well. Everything came in. That was a nice, closed door environment, no fans there. And now you're going to see the same thing here. I think we should cover Dortmund and PSG first here, Cody. I got to say, I loved PSG to go through, and I loved them because I think that the Parc des Princes is so underrated as a venue to go into. And now, no fans in the stadium in Paris, no Kylian Mbappe in the starting lineup.
Yep.
This is an interesting lineup by PSG. No Thiago Silva, which I actually like. I think that that's the right call. I think it's time for him to kind of exit out a little bit. But, God, their bench is so loaded. Draxler, Icardi, Kurzawa, Mbappe, Diallo. Just ridiculous stuff right now. I know that there's been some reports with Mbappe that he is sick. I know he got tested for corona yesterday. Cody, where are you going here, man? What are your initial thoughts on this one?
Looking at it, obviously PSG going into this tie down, 2-1, and they're bringing out an extremely defensive lineup, like you touched on. Looking at the chat, sorry, but as you touched on, no Thiago Silva. They're putting Kimpembe in there. I think he's a little more solid defensively, in my opinion. As you know, Thiago Silva, one of the best center halves on the ball in Europe, even as he gets older. Sarabia at forward, no Mbappe. I think you're going to see a lone Cavani up top, maybe Neymar shuffle into that open space, and Paredes and Idrissa Gueye in the midfield. It looks like they're going defensive. It's at 3.5 goals. I don't like that at all. I'm just going to throw that out there at the top of this one. I don't like the 3.5 goals. If you're going over 3.5 goals, good luck. I wouldn't touch it. It's just the lineups aren't doing it for me, honestly. But what do you think on this one?
I think that, after watching the closed door environment yesterday in Spain have a ton of goals, I think that will lead a lot of people into backing something similar, especially with the quality, as we know, of these teams. I'm seeing right now at DraftKings over 3.5 goals now juiced up to minus 122. Hate to see that, really.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that? It's not much. And look at the other side of the ball. Dortmund coming with, really the full flex. Without Marco Reus, I believe he's going to be out of this lineup. I don't know what Dortmund's going to do out there today. You got to think they're going to try to get their goal and just try to seal it with the away goal. But it's a tough one to call. It really is. I'm back in PSG. I think they'll get the job done. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you just go ahead and bet them not at that price. I don't know. It's a tough match.
Yeah, I think that Dortmund get their goal. We're seeing you could probably get a team total at some books of over 1. But I'm seeing over 1.5 right now for Dortmund at a plus price.
Yeah,
to score twice, man.
That's pretty good.
I don't think that's horrible. Here's one that I would not really want to be on. Over 1.5 goals from PSG. They've got that juiced up at minus 240.
Yeah, that's untouchable. What are you
going
to do there? We spoke about it briefly before the show. If I'm going anywhere in this match, it would be Dortmund's team total over 1.5 goals, just because, how good they've been historically this season scoring goals. Over the last few matches, they really haven't been getting it done offensively, though, not at that kind of pace against a PSG side who are, elite. They're an elite team. A lot of people are tapping them to win this competition. So it's hard to back a team to score 1.5 goals away. Granted, there's no fans in the Parc des Princes, which is huge for the away side. That's huge.
It's such a benefit for Dortmund here, especially taking that nice win. I mean, it almost feels unfair a little bit that they were able to have fans there at Signal Iduna, and now they get to go on the road. You're seeing Dortmund right now plus 275 on the money line to get the job done in a quiet environment. It's not the worst look ever.
No, not at all. Sorry, I'm just putting this up.
Yeah, I've still got a parlay pending right now. Yesterday it came in as Leipzig had more corners than Tottenham. And then now I need Liverpool and I need PSG. I'm kind of keying in on those two because I think that they need to press higher and go further here. So I think that they'll have more corners, but I don't have a ton of like statistical data backing that up really.
No, but you got to figure who's going to be having the most of the ball and who's going to get in dangerous spots. It's pretty fair play.
We got some comments in here. I'm seeing Fitness Center 091. It looks like he's in between sets at the gym right now.
I don't know
what's going on. It's gross, bro. It's sweaty. It's hairy. That gym must be nasty. I don't know what else to say. Brian Yoler, PSG big today. Interesting. Very interesting. Now minus 120. I would expect to see that thing. I would wait. If I'm liking PSG, if I'm really wanting to back PSG, I'm still waiting to the last second because I think that with no Mbappe now becoming more and more clear, I think the line will continue to drop a bit.
Yeah, it should. And that thing opened up at I believe like minus 160. I believe that opened up for PSG. So that's really went the other way for them. But I'd still tap them to win this match. No home fans, no Mbappe, but it is PSG. They're experienced. Tuchel's going to have them up for this one at home. They should.
I remember seeing a bet here a couple days ago that I think that was really worthy. It was minus 165 Atletico Madrid to be booked, have more bookings than Liverpool. I thought that was very interesting. Not to switch over to the other match, but just I remember seeing that and thinking that was kind of worth a small bet.
Yeah, they're physical side. That makes sense.
They're a physical side, but they're just gonna try to keep everything as tight as possible, no matter what. They're gonna give up fouls.
Yeah,
I mean, they're gonna foul today. So
yeah, they will. Do you want to jump over to that match?
Yeah, let's jump over.
It's your team. What do you think?
Oh man, so we got Liverpool here now hovering at minus 200. Is what I'm seeing at some books. Maybe some others still, like I see Tony Ramirez's comment, Liverpool minus 186. Maybe he got that a little bit ago. But yeah, this is going to be a great match, Cody. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. This is a completely different type of challenge than what they had last season against Barcelona. A much worse defense, in my opinion, in Barcelona than Atletico Madrid. Not near as organized. They kind of just rely on Messi, and Messi couldn't get the job done last season. Now, my gosh, it's 1-0 Atleti, and you're getting a Diego Simeone organized side here. It's going to be really tough. Just taking a look at the lineups, Fabinho has officially been dropped today. I know that Jurgen has been unhappy with his play recently, and therefore, it looks like Jordan Henderson is going to slot in to that number 6 position in the defensive midfield area, and he'll be spraying balls left and right across the park. I think that that's the correct move from Jurgen today because we need to be on the front foot so much more. I still trust Henderson in terms of cover on the counterattack to be able to thwart those a little bit, but I think it's the right move. I was interested to see Oxlade-Chamberlain. No Naby Keita today whatsoever after the horrific news of his brother passing away in his home country. And so I think that he's just been taking kind of a leave of absence over the last week.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice to have him right now, but it's understandable that he's not there. I don't know, Cody. What are your thoughts? I mean, I've got to play for it, but I'm kind of saving. I'm holding on to it a little bit.
Honestly, I like Henderson over Fabinho. I like that, whether Fabinho's in form or not. Henderson, without him, his absence I think it's been a huge miss for you guys. Him coming back in the lineup, biggest match of the season for you right now. experienced player. I've been with Liverpool for, 8+ years, however long he's been there.
Mhm.
He's the glue of this team. He holds everything together, so why not put him at the base of your midfield? I think he's going to really, really control the midfield today if Liverpool are going to want to have any success. That being said, I like Atletico today. I mean, I know they're at Anfield, but this is the Diego Simeone special. I mean, going away, just locking it down, keeping it tight. Look at their lineup. I mean, we looked at the first leg. They were without 3 or 4 of these players that you're seeing in this lineup today as well. Trippier, both forwards. João Felix Costa might have played last time. But, man, that's tough. I mean, Saul and Thomas Partey in the midfield is about as tough as it gets. I would give that midfield to Atletico Madrid. I think Partey is the best midfielder in this match.
I would agree with that.
He's the best midfielder in this match, and he will give you so much trouble going forward. He's going to be sitting deep, really looking to cut out that pass that gets you guys cutting forward. I like it. And I think with João Felix and Diego Costa up there, they can easily get a goal, maybe even early like they did last time around. Are they going to win the match? Probably not, but at +1, it's a good look. It's a really good look, in my opinion.
Yeah, I cannot fault anyone for taking that because when you look at it, you're right, Cody. The midfield is slightly better. It leans to Atletico. You have the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion, in Oblak in keeper. Obviously, no Alisson. We talked about this a little bit once the injury bug kind of came out. Liverpool's distribution from the back without Alisson goes from a 10 out of 10, probably the best in the world in terms of distributing from the back line, to now a middle tier 5 out of 10, I would say.
Oh, yeah. And Adrian's got a lot of mistakes in it as well. He's not a good goalkeeper. As a backup, he's pretty good, but he's made 2 or 3 mistakes this year already in his limited playing time. I'm not a fan of him at all. I think he's got one of them today, possibly a big stage, maybe a repeat of a couple Champions League seasons ago. But I mean, hopefully not for your sake. But I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough because here's my thing: is that Atletico Madrid kind of set up as a kryptonite for Liverpool. Really, it is. Liverpool have struggled under Jurgen Klopp when teams sit back. It's as simple as that. We've never bought a creative midfielder. We thought Naby Keita would come in and do the job. He hasn't. He's been injured in and out of the lineup. Today's a huge day for Oxlade-Chamberlain, by the way. Oh, my God. But this is kind of a kryptonite here. I mean, they're going to sit way back with veteran players, the best goalkeeper, Thomas Partey in the middle of the park, who is just such a great holding mid right now. He's so underrated. And then you have João Felix up top. We're going to find out a lot about João Felix today. They paid over $120 million for him in the summertime. He did not get the start in the first leg, and he is going to be paired with Diego Costa. Costa and Henderson have had beef over the years. I know that they were a little bit scrappy in the old Chelsea-Liverpool days. Now he's back. I know the fans are going to absolutely boo him.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but for me, it's pretty simple here. I'm playing this. I've got 2 bets for this match, and they're both on the boys. I think the people could call me a homer if they want, and that's fair. That's completely fine. But the fact is that Jurgen Klopp has never lost an aggregate as the Liverpool manager. If he's never lost one and he's 10 out of 10, 12 out of 12, it's an auto bet for me. Liverpool to go through here at even odds looks like a bet here. But for me, as in today's match, Liverpool and the under 4.5 goals, I found that at -135 on DraftKings. Cody, I mean, it's been a bet. It's been an auto bet all season in the Premier League, whatever it is. Liverpool and under 4.5 has been hitting at an astounding clip. I'm riding those trends out. I'm just going to say, because guess what? I agree with you in terms of an Atletico Madrid +1. I think that this could be a 1-0. I really do. I think this could be a 1-0 in extra time type of situation. I think the +1 is a decent look from a normal perspective. But if you have the book to be able to go outside the box here a little bit, I think that Liverpool and under 4.5 is worth a real look. I don't think that Liverpool lose this match. I don't think they draw this match today. I think that they win. They could win and still go out. I think that 2-1 is very possible here today.
There's a first time for everything, Matt. I mean, I know he's never lost in aggregate, but on the other side, Diego Simeone, he's never lost an aggregate to anybody not named Ronaldo, I believe. Something's going to give. I'm not going to sit here and say, they're going to go through, but it's going to be really tight. You're right. The +1, I could see, I could see the draw full time, a 1-1er. But, man, I like what Atletico's going to do. They haven't been very good this year. They're not very consistent, so it's hard to really back them. That's why I'm not betting it. I'm going to make that very clear. And this is Liverpool. I tabbed Liverpool to win the Champions League at the beginning of the year. And if they're going to get through this, I think they are a pretty clear favorite, in my opinion, as well. So, but man,
this is probably the toughest task, I think, for Liverpool in a couple of years in terms of an aggregate, because you're going to get a team that doesn't want to play football. They flat out don't want to play. Liverpool love playing teams that want to play against them. They want to have the ball. They want to keep possession. That is not what you're going to see today. They're going to defer possession. And that is why this is probably the toughest matchup for Liverpool in years, I think.
Yeah.
They can look back to a lot of moments, though, where they've had brilliance here in these kind of matches. And if they do crack them open early, it could be one-way traffic here. So Atletico Madrid have not been impressive. Just to answer a couple comments here, Dion Katz, are you guys streaming the game? No, we're not, but we will be back at halftime for some halftime analysis, maybe a second half play. Cody and I have been really hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, what is this streaming the game? I'm not TNT. I'm not Fox Sports.
Yeah, no, we can't be TNT in this one, Katz. Sorry, buddy.
What a question. Brian Yoler, typical Arsenal fan being negative. Get out of here. I don't want to hear that, Brian. Yep. Just because I don't like Liverpool, come on, man. Come on.
But you don't hate Liverpool.
No, I like them to win the Champions League. I'm just saying, I like what Atletico's doing today. I got to play devil's advocate. I can't just sit here and say, "Oh, yeah, Liverpool, come on now."
I agree. But, I agree with you.
I like what I'm seeing at Atletico. I really do. It'll be a grinder. That'll be a good watch. Both of these matches are going to be tight. But unfortunately for everybody listening, I don't have a play. I've been looking at this, looked at it earlier in the week, last week, about an hour ago, looking for some movement.
What about in game, Cody? What about in game? What about second half? Can we get the listeners riled up for a second half show?
I think these matches are better than yesterday's for a halftime bet, to be completely honest, because I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of either side today, or either side of either match today. You'll be able to tell pretty quickly about what's going to happen, in my opinion, from these matches. I don't know what couple of these managers are going to do offensively or what their game plan is going to be. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence here. No, yeah, I know you're laughing.
No, I can see you start laughing. Brian Yoler, who you got tomorrow at Arsenal Europas?
We're in quarantine.
No Europas.
We're in quarantine,
You guys are quarantined. You guys are a hazard for the Premier League right now. You guys are stinky. You guys went to Greece and you came back stinky as a stew. And it is disgusting. It's really disgusting how today's match against Man City has been postponed because of you, Martinelli.
Yeah, I should be watching Arsenal right now, and instead we got Olympiacos giving us the freaking jitters over here. God damn. U20. All right, Brian. Oh my God.
Oh man. So yes. Okay. Let's try to see if we can dive into some other things here. What about first goal scorer, Cody? Any leans here? Anything for the fans for a
first
fun
goal
scorer?
Let me
go first goal scorer in Dortmund PSG. Who you got?
I'm on the other game. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Dortmund PSG first goal scorer. Jesus Christ, man. Here we go.
You can find Neymar at 5-1, Cavani at 5-1.
I would look at Cavani if I'm going anywhere. I think PSG are going to get on the board first. Cavani, Mbappe's got the best odds, which they gotta get that together. I have Cavani at 5-1 on DraftKings. I think he's going to be a lone forward out there today for the team that should be scoring the most goals. Pretty much think that one through. I like that look pretty well. Another shout, if you're going to look the other way, I wouldn't look at Haaland. I would kind of look for some better odds, which you can really get. Thorgan Hazard at plus 950 and Jadon Sancho at plus 750 are pretty good shouts, but I just don't see them scoring first. That's pretty much taking taking a ticket and lighting it on fire, in my opinion. What about you?
What about both teams to score parlay today for both matches?
I wouldn't like that. I worry about Atleti scoring. I do. I mean, if you're looking at some prop bets, it's tough. It's tough. I think you could see. I think you could easily see a red card in this. Not easily. You could see a red card in that Liverpool-Atletico match if it really gets down to it. You have Diego Costa on the pitch. It's always a possibility as well. That's a shout.
I thought that was a decent look that I found is Liverpool to score from a penalty today at plus 450. I thought that was actually kind of worth like a small little bet here.
Who takes your penalty without Fabinho on the pitch?
It'll be Mohamed Salah today if we find a pen, unless Milner comes on and whatnot.
I've seen him miss one or two.
I have never seen Milner miss.
No, Salah.
Oh yeah, Salah. I would be nervous watching Salah go up against Oblak. I can tell you that.
He's no penalties, that's for sure. But
yes, we've got both teams to score in Liverpool-Atletico Madrid at plus 100. Of course, folks, if Atletico get on the score sheet, Liverpool must score 3 to go through. So just keep that in mind.
That's not good for you, man. The more I look at that match, the more I like Atleti. I really do. Liverpool.
I'm a little bit concerned.
Look how many goals they've been shipping away over the past few matches. They haven't been great, man.
Both teams to score parlay pays plus 177.
You're essentially looking for Atleti to get a goal at plus 177, in my opinion.
Basically.
That's all it is. Which I do not feel comfortable with that at all. But, man, I'm getting a cough. I'm getting kind of worried over here, Matt.
Wow. You're not coming over here anymore, then. Dude, you're a real concern.
Oh, my God.
I think Martinelli's giving it to you, mate.
What?
I think Martinelli is giving it to you, mate.
No, he's only giving me one thing, and that's pride. You know.
All right. I think that this is going to wrap it up here. Brian Yoler says Hendo fixes all to end this show. Folks, I'm on 2 bets here. Liverpool to advance at plus 100. And then today's match, just for the match, 90 minutes, Liverpool and under 4.5 goals, minus 135. Both are 1-unit plays. Coming off a hot Champions League yesterday, hoping to double down here, basically. I'm basically double downing from yesterday's success and see what happens here. Cody, any last thoughts?
I'm going to be the wet blanket today. I have nothing for you folks. Pablo Ruizenko says, a la Madrid, let's go. Wow. I don't know why he's saying a la Madrid.
I know. They're not even playing today.
Give me something.
Sorry, Pablo. He's got the Marco Asensio image there. It's fair play to him, but they are not playing until next week, Pablo.
Well, it's a la Madrid it is, man. Sign it off on that. Let's go.
That's fair. Go Liverpool. Come on, Reds. Here we go.
All right. Well, we'll check you guys at halftime. We'll be watching it, and hopefully I'll come back with a play for you guys.
Yep, we'll have something at halftime. Thanks, folks. Bye.